Our final kickboxing matchup of the night, Neb Ermias and Greyson Thurman. This will conclude our undercard.
Ooh, beautiful side kick. Ermias just looks like he's in his element.
Is that a question mark kick right off the bat?
Beautiful right hand from Thurman.
Wow, Thurman's got some hands, and he's ready to go.
And he looks confident as well.
Yes, he does.
He's got a high guard, which is exactly what he needs to, block those kicks.
This is going to be interesting, Victoria.
Definitely. I think he's doing a smart thing in trying to kind of smother Neb Ermias and close that distance, because that should shut down some of those kicks. But it's going to be difficult because he is throwing those kicks.
Neb just letting them fly out there. My goodness, the speed.
And there's so much diversity to him. You
Yes.
just don't know what's coming at you. And that beautiful side kick keeping him at distance. Just a little misjudgment there for distance for the hook kick, which wasn't there.
And you said it right. The best way to deal with those kicks is to get inside the range and get some dirty boxing going on. Good stuff there from Greyson Thurman.
Yeah, I was really curious to see how Thurman came out here with the Muay Thai shorts on. I expected him to maybe, want to exchange kicks with his opponent, but he looks like he's looking for that opportunity to step forward and throw his hands.
Nice shot there from Ermias. Just so many feints from Ermias, right? Showing you he's active with everything.
Yeah, really showing off the skill set.
Wow.
When you've got that kind of flexibility, like a rubber band, you snap your foot up there. It's so hard to read, and so you get, kind of nervous as the opponent. Every little movement is hitching you up.
He gets to his side kick and his teep so easily and effortlessly that it makes the fight easy for him.
Beautiful.
This is a high-level bout between these two right now. I mean, Neb Ermias really showing off a complete arsenal.
Yeah.
Greyson Thurman, I'll tell you one thing that's sticking out to me right here. Hands on his knees, slumped over at the end of that round.
Yeah, he looks a little tired.
Yeah, he gave a lot. Here's a look at the replay provided by Luke. There's that right hand from Thurman.
That was a good read from Thurman, kind of closing the distance there off of the kick, which he needs to do more of. But just as good was the way Ermias kind of floated off and tried to create that distance. And that's going to be the story of this fight. Thurman closing distance and Ermias creating the distance for those beautiful kicks. Almost took him down off of that that body kick we just rewatched.
So difficult to reprogram yourself not to go for the takedown if you're a full-time MMA fighter.
I can tell that Ermias has that Taekwondo background. The way he lifts his knee to throw his kicks, it's hard to read the difference between the roundhouse kick and the teep kick, and that's by design. He wants to be tricky there.
If I'm Neb Ermias, I'm turning up the pressure here in this round. Thurman looks visibly gassed coming off the stool right there. We'll see if I'm wrong and I'm interpreting that poorly, but
not a bad combination from Thurman. Close the distance. Look to land some big hooks.
Oh. Wow. I mean,
and we're hearing every one of those.
Yes, we are, and it's impressive how quickly he changes.
Nice. He's just able to throw him up there so quickly. You just don't see people throw, multiple kicks in a combination. It's usually like to punctuate the end. And that's what makes it hard for Thurman to read coming in, because it's like normally, okay, well, that's the kick, so now I can come in. But with Ermias, he's able to throw a kick
nice
and then
shot.
another kick and then another kick. And so it really messes with your timing.
Ermias landed a right hand that knocked that mouthpiece out right there, and immediately you saw Thurman go to his hands and knees again. He is gassed out there.
Yeah. And these kickboxing rules, they're not allowed to clinch for very long. No double clinch.
Ermias, his ability to throw it from every stance, it's ever changing.
Ooh. Thurman is very visibly gassed. Oh, nice spinning side kick.
And that's something
and
when
it hurt him.
Yeah, it
He's
did.
bending over. I think we're going to get an 8 count here.
And when your opponent's running out of gas, the best thing to do is start attacking that body even more. And Neb Ermias with a good kick.
You can tell Thurman wants to continue, but he's struggling.
He is.
And the best thing that Ermias can do is get another body shot in.
Oh, another
just like
one there.
that. That kind of fired Thurman up. He's still coming forward. I got to hand it to him. Ooh, nice right hand down the middle, or left hand, excuse me.
Good shot at the end from Thurman, but defiantly a round in the bag right there for
Ermias, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
it
really good
seemed
stuff.
like round one I would still have given it to Ermias, but it was a little bit closer.
Yes.
But this one was more decisively.
Thurman just really, he never got active. He had a couple shots there at the end, but it was really just Ermias applying pressure the entire time. And if you're Thurman, like you mentioned, right, and for him to win this fight, he's got to get inside that range. And when you're out of gas, I mean, that makes it that much more, to close that distance time after time after time, it really wears on you.
Yeah, and I got to hand it to Ermias. He's changing the level of his kicks. And that's the beautiful thing about it, is when you're worried about your head, it's hard to be worried about your body. And then he's taking advantage of the body. And so it's hard to read, and it's hard to read his kicks. And that is wearing on Thurman.
Yeah, I think Ermias is difficult to read. What's he going to throw next? Where is he going to throw it from is the interesting thing. It's really exciting to watch him in a kickboxing situation. And immediately going back to that teep. Here comes Thurman, though.
Yeah, that was a good read for him. I don't love the hook kick. That one is an easy one for people to close the distance on.
Shot to the body, going back up top.
You can tell Thurman knows what he needs to do, but is struggling to do it. I say that as he lands a big right hand, but you can tell he's gassed, and it's hard to come forward.
90 seconds remaining.
Oh, nice.
And Ermias just pouring it on.
Well, if he doesn't move, it's going to get stopped here.
Yeah, Thurman's wilting.
And there it is.
That's it. That's a good call by Larry Maxim.
I think so.
I think you go ahead and stop this fight. He was not defending himself. He's falling down to his knees here. That's it.
I don't think, if he doesn't stand up, I don't think he'll let it continue. He's just so gassed.
Yeah, that's the right call by Larry Maxim. I completely agree. Nothing left in the tank for Thurman. I pointed it out at the end of round number one. He was gassed, and sure enough, Neb Ermias capitalizes on that, lack of the gas tank over there on the other side. And impressive stuff by Neb Ermias. I mean, stringing together kick after kick after kick, and I mean, really, really impressive.
It really is very high-level stuff. And man, this is his second kickboxing bout with AKA, and just to see that high level. I'd love to, well, the first one, was an MMA bout. I'd like to see him progress to where he can really put it together with the takedowns and stuff, because having that kind of kicking ability, you could really get someone so worried about the strikes that you open up, the opportunity for takedown. I'd like to see him kind of develop his ground game, because he could be a real killer in the cage one day. Well, I mean, not that he isn't now.
Sure.
Just saying, that's the next level for his game.
Well, he's training with some good guys over there at the Salang Singh Fighting Systems in Dallas. And there's our boy Mowgli in the cage as well, John Garza, one of our champions. And now to Dynamite with your result.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referees come established to the action at 54 seconds in the third and final round. Declare your winner, Neb Ermias.
A great win for Neb, and really just showed off, as far as a kickboxer is concerned, he showed off a complete skill set in the cage here tonight. And really the question for him moving forward is going to be, am I going to fight MMA? Am I going to, deal with, these takedowns and the wrestling aspect of MMA? Because we just don't know if he's there yet. But as far as the striking is concerned, it's very apparent Neb Ermias is elite.
Yeah, very high-level striking. And a style that not many people can pull off.
Yeah.
It's one of those that people see some fighters with that style, and they want to emulate it. You've got to have a certain build, which Neb Ermias certainly has, and you've got to be able to move quickly, efficiently, throw up those kicks that are unreadable until the last second, and he pulls it off really well.